If you were the boss of a company and one of your employees came and asked you if a particular action was against one of your company's top compliance rules, if you knew that compliance rule was going to be gotten rid of in the next couple of days, wouldn't that affect your answer? You might be inclined to say, don't worry about it. We're getting rid of that regulation anyway. I would think it would affect your answer. Keep that in mind. Matthew 12, starting verse 9. And when he was departed thence, he went into their synagogue, and behold, there was a man which had his hand withered. And they asked him, saying, Is it lawful to heal on the Sabbath days, that they might accuse him? Remember the story I just told. According to some who believe we don't have to keep the Sabbath anymore, Christ would have known, if that's true, that it was going to be done away. Now, of course, it wasn't done away, but play along for a minute. If Christ knew the Sabbath was going to be done away, he would not answer the way he answered here. And he said unto them, What man shall there be among you that shall have one sheep, and if it fall into a pit on the Sabbath day, will he not lay hold on it and lift it out? Now here's Matthew 12, verse 12, which really is the verse that obliterates the argument that we should not keep the Sabbath anymore. How much then is a man better than a sheep? Wherefore it is lawful to do well on the Sabbath days. As I said earlier, you're the CEO of a company. You have a very important compliance rule that you know is going to be done away with shortly. And one of your employees asks you if a particular action is against that compliance rule. If you knew it was going to be done away with, you'd answer one way. If you didn't know that, if it was not going to be done away with, you'd answer another way. Likewise, Christ is asked, is it lawful to heal on the Sabbath? If the Sabbath was going to be done away, he would have answered one way, not the way he answered. By saying it's lawful to do well on the Sabbath, Christ is showing, one, that healing is okay on the Sabbath, and he's also showing, two, that what is lawful on the Sabbath still matters. Read that verse and think about it on your own time. Why would Christ answer as he did in Matthew 12, verse 12, if the Sabbath was only going to be done away with anyway? The answer to that is Christ never intended to do away with the Sabbath. He was the I am. He knew that, according to Isaiah 66, verse 23, that one day in the future, all mankind will worship from Sabbath to Sabbath. Let's read this book for ourselves. Peace all. Bye-bye.